Well, hi ladies, how are you? Amanda Hill here. Today we are going to be doing a smoky gold eyeshadow look. The one thing I love about fall is that I can do smoky eyeshadow all the time. As I've said a million times before, I am not a pro at eyeshadows. I tend to only work with 2 colors at a time, otherwise they end up looking like smeared poop on my eyelid. So we're staying with 2 colors per usual. Okay, so to start this look, I prepped my eyes with a little bit of primer and a setting powder so that it's all ready to go. And I'm going to use a long-lasting gel eyeliner to do my waterline right here so that it stays. So like I said, I'm just gonna do my waterline. Sometimes you can stab yourself in the eye, so just be really careful to kind of pull it up a bit and just get right along the inner waterline of your lid with like a black. I'm using a black and it's a gel, and I like the gel because it's long lasting and they don't really tend to wash off with like the water and moisture that's in your eyelid all the time anyways. So this color will be linked if you want to snag it. I did curl my lashes so they're ready, but after that I'm going to use the Eyeshadow Everything brush and a really dark color called Salem. It's actually linked right here and it's only $8. This one is a fantastic one to have in your compact. Okay, I'm using the dense side of the Eyeshadow Everything brush and I'm going to just start patting in the corner of my eyelid here where I'm kind of doing like a triangle V shape type setting, and just like I said, I'm just patting, and I like patting versus swiping because it's going to build the color in a dense motion and it will actually get it where I want it to be versus like bleeding it out right now. Okay, now I'm gonna just switch the angle that I'm coming at my eye with. So this way I was kind of patting up this way, but now I'm gonna kind of just reverse my wrist and I'm going to kind of work at it this way so that I can start feathering it out. Okay, and it's okay. You see how I have like a few little, I don't know what you even call them, like creases where my eyelid kind of creases when I'm patting and pushing? That's fine because we're gonna blend it here in a little bit. I'm gonna switch a little bit more to the fluffy side and tap it just a little bit of, so like I said, I'm gonna come in with, this has just a little bit of shadow on it right now, like just a little bit. So I'm gonna let it start in the corner and kind of push out, and I'm gonna start just smoking this, like feathering it, smoking it, keeping my reversed wrist so that I'm working down on my lid. Like this is how you would be set up if you were doing eyeshadow on somebody else. So this is really the trick. It's just like you're working down on your eyelid and kind of starting to just, and I'm going to just kind of start swiping. This is where you swipe. Like I don't really have shadow, a lot of shadow on it. Now I'm just starting to smoke and blend, smoke and blend. Just kind of softly move it and get it where you want. Okay, going back to the dense side of my Eyeshadow Everything brush, I have a little bit more Salem on the bottom here. And I'm gonna get in the corner here and I'm going to just start, again, smoking under my eye now. And I don't have it overshadowed. Okay, you can see how that's pretty light. And I'm really like just gonna work on smoking and kind of just like pulling up into the shadow that I have on the upper lid so it blends nice. Just keep. Okay, so now I'm gonna switch to the multitasker brush and I'm going to go to the gold. And I want the gold to be really pigmented and kind of glittery and dense. So I'm gonna use a little setting spray on my brush. Just kind of spray it on there, just like that. And then I'm literally gonna come in here and again, start patting with that gold, filling in this front V part of my eyelid, kind of blending into the smoked out Salem. Okay, see how pretty that is? I'm gonna get a little bit onto the dense part again on my Eyeshadow Everything brush and just kind of work in this crease, like the almond shape of my eye, and just kind of work in that crease patting. Okay, nothing is on my fluffy side of the brush. And I'm going to just come in and just smoke just a little bit on the edges here and make sure that the blending of the two together is just kind of like seamless. Okay, know your angles brush, and I'm gonna come in with the Salem and just kind of like come down the front of it here, just like to pull a little bit of smoke down the gold color. Oh my gosh, you guys, isn't that just sexy? Sorry, I love smoky eyes. I think they're so sexy. And I don't care if I wear them in the daytime. I'm gonna line the waterline below here with another gel liner, but in a gold. Oh my gosh, you can obviously hear my kids. They're like getting really loud. Okay, so waterline, I'm gonna pull it in with just a really pretty gold on the bottom. You could do a black if you wanted, but I think the gold kind of keeps it a little bit more of a daytime. Okay, very last thing, I'm gonna put on my Wink lashes. Wink are linked right here. This one particularly that I'm wearing today is the Savannah. You guys can grab them, but check them all out depending on if you want like a super drama look or more daytime simple. Glue that I always recommend, it is also linked right here if you don't want to go search it out, but I recommend you get it in black. And I just put a little bit of glue on the weft of the lash all the way around and let it set up. Okay, I'll get really up close and personal here and get my lash put on. I like to come right at the waterline, and my glue is kind of set up and a little bit tacky, and that's kind of the trick. That's what makes it so much easier to put on. Okay, and that is literally it. Now I'm gonna finish off the rest of my makeup because I do need to cover these bad boys. Yeek. Anyways, thanks for joining me. Super fun, super easy to color smoky look. You can do this.